Good afternoon, Blazers, and welcome back to another episode of InfoFlow from home. Today's Thursday, March 18th, and I'm David.
And I'm Emmanuel. In local news, Montgomery County has surpassed 64,857 cases of COVID-19 as of Tuesday, March 16th.
In Montgomery County news, Mark Elrich announced his $6.7 billion budget for his next fiscal year. This is an increase from last year's $5.8 billion plan, and this year's plan includes allotments for the reorganization of the county's police force, no tax rate increase, and COVID-19 support.
In sports news, New Orleans Saints quarterback Drew Brees announced his retirement on Sunday, March 14th. Brees is 42 years old and played in the NFL for 20 years. He leaves the field with one Super Bowl ring and the all-time highest passing yard count in NFL history. Though he is walking off the field, he does not plan to leave the sport, announcing plans to work for NBC Sports as an analyst on Football Night in America. Did you know that his kids actually announced his retirement, David?
No way.
They did. Let's take a look at the short video.
After 15 years in the Saints and 20 years in the NFL,
our dad is finally gonna retire.
so we can
Spend more time with us! Yay!
Wow, that is just adorable. In more sports news, DC has given the Washington Nationals the go-ahead to have up to 5,000 spectators in their stadium when the regular season begins next month. Nationals Park has a capacity of over just 41,000 people, so this allows slightly more than 12% of the stadium to be filled. Washington will host the New York Mets on April 1st to begin the 2021 season.
Now let's check out this week's episode of the Voices Podcast.
So when you emerge from your small position, so when you graduate next year, what type of impression do you want to leave behind? What do you want to be your legacy for future small runners and for students that looked up to you?
I definitely want to be, a SMOB who navigated us through reopening schools in a pandemic, a SMOB who made sure that we felt safe in our schools. Not just from a physical health, public health standpoint, making sure that sanitation and PPE and all of that went well, but also from a mental health standpoint, someone who pushed for, increased counselors, increased psychologists, increased leniency in all school policies when we return to reopening schools. So, leniency in grades and attendance and dropping courses and the courses that you take. But I think aside from that, I just want to be known and remembered as a SMOB who shared her seat.
Make sure to check out episode 1.3, 44th SMOB election, with SMOB finalist Hannah O'Looney, out now on the BMC Podcast Spotify channel.
Now let's hear from Silverlog with important information for seniors regarding this year's yearbook.
Hi, I'm Judy.
And I'm Alicia, and we're from Yearbook.
And I'm Avi.
We have some important information for seniors, like how to submit your senior quotes, baby photos, and even uploading your own senior photos.
The first step is to go to www.silverlog.wordpress.com and click on Senior Info. From there, you can access all the info you need to make sure you make it into the yearbook.
You can submit baby photos here and senior quotes here.
You'll be the only class at Blair to ever have senior quotes, so make it count.
Now we're going to show you how to submit your own senior portraits. You can start by scanning this QR code with your phone or by going to www.ybkplus.com.
Next, sign in with your school email and check your email for the confirmation code.
All you have to do now is upload and crop an appropriate portrait.
These directions can be found in English and Spanish.
You can also go to the Blair website and click here to get to the yearbook website.
Feel free to email us at mbhssilverlog@gmail.com with any questions.
Happy yearbooking, Blazers!
Stay blazing, Blazers!
Thank you, Silverlog, and be sure to submit those quotes, seniors.
Guess what, Blazers? It's time to start pestering you about parking permits. If you're planning on driving to school, you will need to complete the online parking permit form found on Blair's website at mbhs.edu. Parking permits this semester are free of charge, but you will need to display one in order to park in the student parking lot. Permits are issued on a first-come basis. Questions? Email Ms. Fuss at the email below.
Hello, my name is Allie O'Neill Freeman, and I'm the Junior Class Vice President. Recently, I worked with the Junior Class President and the Junior Class Council in order to make merch for the junior class. It is available for purchase now and includes sweatshirts and sweatpants. Juniors, if you want to buy the merch, you can go to our Instagram at Junior Blazers and fill out the form in our bio, or email us at juniorblazers22@gmail.com.
Well, that's all for today's show. Remember to check out our website at bnconline.net to submit any announcements, and follow us on Instagram at bnc.infoflow and on Twitter at bncblair. We'll be back next Monday with the latest edition of InfoFlow from home. Remember to wash your hands, avoid touching your face, and follow social distancing guidelines. Have a terrific Thursday and stay safe, Blazers.